Hello, boys and girls. I'm still here at 42 Gear Street. It's my second day, and we're checking out some high-gain guitar amps. And because two YouTubers are more metal than one, I'm here with my man, Glenn.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good. I feel better than yesterday. Yesterday was pretty painful because of the party on Friday. Am I allowed to say that? Or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I don't really drink, so you guys are paying for your recklessness.
I can't do this video. No, but you had a beer.
Yes, I had a Hefeweizen because it's like one in Germany, that kind of thing. But they're absolutely delicious. But one's fine.
Yeah, but yesterday I wasn't part of the party, so I feel a lot better.
Oh
no,
really?
I went to bed at I think 11.
Okay,
two beers. That's all. So just like you.
I went to bed at 11 as well. So it's
so
I just hung out and shot the breeze and whatnot. It's quite the interesting party after hours. It's,
yeah.
Everybody just stands in the parking lot and drinks as much beer as possible, except for the smart people.
Yeah, but it's not rock and roll, It's like but we're old, We can't do that every day anymore.
Mm.
But we're here to check out. We talk about amps, and we're going to talk about an Italian amp company. I've never heard of them either.
I think I've heard the name, but they've got a head here. What is this? The Laviathan by REDSEVEN Amplification. And I don't know any of the specs or anything.
I like Italian amps, though. I have two Brunetti amps. Have you ever heard about Brunetti?
Yes, I have.
Like one of them is actually one of my favorites, and my go-to amp whenever I check out whatever, a new mic, a new cab or something. Great sounding amps, and I know that the guy behind REDSEVEN is a friend of the Brunetti guy.
Oh, okay.
So this could be cool. And what he told me is that there are two high gain channels only, which is cool because who needs clean?
Who needs cleans,
right?
Yes, unless you're a pussy.
And one channel is hot rodded JZM 800 Marshall thing, so more old school. Mm-hmm. And because Glenn is old, he will show you that channel.
Yes, because I grew up on 80s metal and people who could sing and no drum samples or time alignment or anything.
Exactly.
Like the stuff he makes.
And what are you playing?
I've got a Friedman Strat with a humbucker. And this
Power
is
Strat.
Yeah, pretty much. This is like, Dave Friedman builds great shit. So I thought, you said you wanted old school 80s, and I'm like, this is like, basically, fucking, this reminds me a lot of the Charvel San Dimas or something like that, which everybody played back in the 80s, except it's been, broken in. What's the word? Relict. That's the word you use. Yeah. And I gotta say, the neck's a little fatter than the Strat, but it's got it where it counts. It looks like a DiMarzio pickup. I love the easy access of the truss rod adjustment here, but there's some fucking serious tuners back here. I think they're like Shaler's or hip shots. Okay.
Nice.
Not a bad playing guitar.
And we have to say, we haven't heard the amp at all. So we're just doing, let's say, a quick rundown or something.
Yeah, so I'm on the JCM 800.
I have to lean back so people can see the amp. Right.
Oh, are those, what are those? Are those KT66s in the back?
88s, KT88s.
Oh, KT88s.
So,
okay.
That's interesting. That's not very Marshall, but let's see what happens.
Yeah. So let's
That's an old school tone.
that's very, very Judas Priest. Yeah. You can definitely do the scooped thrash thing. Sorry, Dave. I just got kicked out of Megadeth. They do that a lot.
You can go from very scooped to some really almost honky vocal mids. Nice.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of gain. And you know what? There seems to be a boost.
Oh, let's hear that. Let's just... Yeah, that's tons again. That's pretty
It's
cool, man.
definitely hot rodded. That's more than any Marshall can do.
That's really kind of got that Marshall-y kind of thing. It's got a bit of that sludginess.
That's right.
It's definitely Marshall territory, though.
Yeah, it's. I would say it's thicker than a Marshall, but it's. I also have to say it's hard to tell. We're playing through some kind of IR that we both. Don't know
and
by
we're
heart.
playing through an IR into a cabinet.
It's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell because
Right.
yeah, it's like normally, I mean, like especially for studio guys like me and Kristian, we'd be throwing it up in whatever we're used to using.
Exactly.
Whatever cabinet combo or IR we're used to, because there's that whole work something in with something you're used to first and then start experimenting.
Yeah, but Henning, told me, fuck
you,
your
get it."
IRs. You take mine instead. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but I might check out the amp in a proper video without that guy in my studio.
Somebody who sucks a whole lot less on guitar. There we go. Get it with somebody like that.
So let's switch, right? Let's
Yep.
go to the other channel, and I'll play with this lovely Fernandez baritone guitar with EMG 81s, because the other channel, that's what they told me, is loosely based on a Bogner Uberschall kind of thing. We also have the KD88s, like in the twin jet version, but it has a very different EQ, passive EQ, but he told me it's very effective. You can really go from very scooped to genty, and it doesn't need a boost. That's what they told me. I haven't heard anything so far. And I'm gonna do some juga juga juga, and you can dial in.
Oh yeah, let's switch
Right, let's
places
just-
here. Let's do that.
Way more modern, right? It's a totally different voicing.
Yeah.
Way more modern. Can you scoop the mids for me?
That almost feels like a presence now, that treble.
And it sounds tight enough if you ask me.
Now, here's the thing. On your I got a question. So when you're dialing in tones on your records, you like a lot of mids or a little mids? What are you doing?
I'm more a lot of mids guy.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
You can I'm always under the impression you can take the mids out if you need to take them out when you're mixing, but you can't put them back in.
Exactly. Same thing with everything. It's like with snare ring. If you muffle the snare too much, if it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's always easier to take something out. But yeah, I like mids. If I'm not going for a 90s tone or something, I also like that. I just did a video about the valve state with the contour knob, and I just love that tone. It's fucking, it sounds bad in a way, but I also like scoop tones.
The thing is, though, it sounds bad, but it records so well. Go put on prong cleansing. I mean, like that tone's.
All right, you did the video about the what is it?
The Nordstrom, the Inflames
right.
thing, and it was a blend of a 5150 and a valve state, and then he had like an angle and a fucking. What else he had on some of the faster stuff he had or on the slower stuff, I can't remember which one, but it was an angle going with a Laney.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So what you can take away, the beauty is in the blend,
Yes.
So you can have a kind of shitty sounding, two-dimensional sounding scoop valve state tone, but if you combine it with something more mid-forward, it might shine.
Well, that's what I find is I've been getting into this a lot lately is doing glorious tube amp sounds like this and then putting an utter crap sound along with it, like doing quad tracks, and they usually wind up complementing each other really nicely. They just kind of fill in the cracks and you get a much more interesting distortion.
That's how I use HM2s a lot.
Okay,
just
fair enough.
a touch of them, a touch of chainsaw.
Yeah.
Just brings back the mids in a nice way. Of course, it sounds shitty on its own, but
Yes, exactly. But it's not how it sounds on its own. That is what counts. It's how it sounds in the mix.
Exactly.
That is exactly it.
I want to play some more. Let's see how much low end we have. He told me there's a presence and a on the back.
Okay,
what's
let's
the
go
other
take a
one?
look.
Resonance or something.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah. the presence? Where is it now?
Presence at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Can you crank it? But it's funny because it sounds more like a higher mid.
That sounds
thing.
like a treble.
Yeah.
The treble sounds like a presence.
But to me, it feels like that modern channel. You can with that channel you can get some great genty tones with that mid gong, without sounding honky. Nice mids. You crank the presence back there. I have to check the amp when I'm home.
Let me yeah. Go ahead, please. That's something I put on a record right there.
Nice mids.
Yeah, it's got
Forward.
it's got a bit of that snarl going on. That'd sit really well in context of drums and bass, I think.
Right, you're right. But I feel like you can do a lot with this amp.
It's pretty versatile, I think. Yeah, between the two channels, that's pretty cool. See, and this is the thing we're talking about blending. You could do 2 channels on the Marshall and 2 channels on the super high gain and get different textures
that
going.
Could work
and
there's no fucking clean channel.
And which is awesome.
Yeah, so you don't pay for any any shit that you don't need. What is this?
Oh, this is their Alchemy Overdrive. I'm sure we got to whore this out as well for them. So this is yet another Overdrive. It's boost mode, clip, voice. Looks like a Overdrive with a whole bunch of extra stuff. It's Tube Screamer Plus, like we've never seen that before. But hey, this is probably their take on it. And, how many Overdrive demos have you done, Kristian?
Not so many.
Okay.
No, but I'm a young YouTuber, so to say. so plenty of time to do.
I promised myself last summer I would stop doing Overdrive videos.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but now we've checked out the amp, and I think this is something I want to further investigate when I come home. Nice amp. It's cool when you come here, you get to know brands you've never heard before.
Right, exactly. This is pretty cool. I didn't know anything about these guys here. That's a cool fucking amp.
Yeah. And you know what? This guy is gonna come to my place next week. Or is it next week, right?
Next week, yeah.
Yeah. So we will have one beer together, maybe visit
Castle Frankenstein.
Castle Frankenstein, and maybe shoot another video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Excellent.
So
have me on, man.
Thanks for watching. I see you in hell, motherfuckers. Bye bye.
Go do some work, you lazy bastards.